everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share something very real, very personal, and honestly, a little scary. We are getting closer and closer getting our girls or moving our girls to the Philippines. And it just hit me how fast everything is happening. So let me update you of what we accomplished so far, because a lot of things, guys, are getting checked out from our list. So I have a good news. Bago ko sabihin sa inyo ang aking mga good news, guys, magluto muna tayo ng ating soup. Hindi ko po alam ano ang pangalan ng soup na lulutuin ko. As long as kompleto ricados na nakuha ko sa supermarket, go na to. Nakakita po ako ng mushroom, yung fake na crab. Naghiwa pa ako ng kamatis, sibuyas, tsaka yung green onion. At the same time, meron po akong hinalo na tofu. So, nagkuha din ako ng ating napa cabbage. So, kalahati lang po ang ating hiniwa para hindi po tayo mabulunan sa ating mga cabbages dyan. At ito po ay hinalo-halo ko lang after cutting all of the vegetables and any greens na gusto mong ilagay ay po pwede po. Ito ay optional lang. Ako po ay naglaga na rin ng ating chicken breast at ating hinimay-himay para po later ay ihahalo natin sa ating soup. By the way, guys, meron po akong bean sprouts pero naisip ko na hindi ihalo ang ating bean sprouts dyan. Pa? Ewan? Okay, hango ang ating pot, ilagay ang chicken broth at hinalo ko na rin yung pinaglagaan ko ng manok earlier. And dahil sa si Melo ay nakatitig, ito na naman siya, tingnan natin yung si Melo. Talagang nakaabang sa akin araw-araw kung saan ako pumunta. Kung si Melo ay naboboard, ako ay naboboard na rin, kaya lumabas kaming dalawa. Dahil sa kumulo na po yung ating chicken broth, nilagay ko na po yung kamatis tsaka sibuyas. Hayaan lang po itong maluto and then magdagdag po tayo ng kahit na anong pasta na gusto nyo. Optional lang po siya. And dahil sa medyo mabilisan po ang ating pagluto, nilagay ko na rin ang ating tofu. Hindi ko na po nilunod lahat kasi parang marami na. Pero mas paborito ko yung mushroom. So inubos ko po yung isang box ng mushroom. Nilagay ko yung buong crab na ating hinimay-himay. Nilagay ko na rin yung cabbage tsaka yung ibang ingredients na kailangan natin. Optional po, guys, kahit na anong ingredients ang gusto mo, ilagay mo basta kasya. Haluin ito hanggang sa maluto po ang ating vegetable. Ilagay ang ating green onion. And dito, guys, dumating si Zoe. Meron po akong chicken cream. Yan po ay optional. Nilagay ko siya para na ito ay magiging creamy.
How's your day? It's good. Good. Can I have some soda on the side?
Yeah.
I'm so happy if I ate all that soda. First thing I thought it was Tommy who bought it, and I was like, CNCF turned over a new leaf. Because, oh my god, that was so much Coke. And the beer isn't even squirts. Right there. Hi.
Naranasan nyo ba nagluto kayo, akala nyo tapos na, akala nyo timplado na, pero feeling nyo mayroong pang kulang? Kaya naghalongkat ako sa cupboard ko guys. Nakakita ako ng ating coconut milk. So nilagyan ko siya ng coconut milk. At ayan na po ang itsura niya. Parang feeling ko ito na yon. So dilasahan ko po siya. Kulang ng pepper. Kaya nilagyan ko ng pepper para medyo may taste pa ng konti. At ayan, nakuha natin yung timpla na gusto natin. At ito ay ready to serve.
2,000 years later.
We officially signed a condo contract. It's a lease for a year and it is renewable every year for the girls. And that alone is a huge step for us. It's because since my daughter in the Philippines last August, we were having a hard time looking for accommodations for her. She ended up staying in the dormitory. We have no knowledge about the dormitory at all, but we were given a heads up by few people that we spoke to in Cebu in the past when we were around there. So just the background, CDU dormitory is actually very affordable. So Kuya Nelson, he took us seriously, and I was very brutal and honest that I say, hey, this is what's going on. We are not playing around. We are very serious, and this is why. And he jumped in and acted right away and helped us. And guys, this week we signed the contract in Mandani Bay Condominium. He has already a place to go, and there is a loft. So not only that it is a one bed, but there is an extension of a loft. And we pay about 25,000 a month for that. And the contract, I think I sent 75,000 pesos to the owner and straight to the bank account. All of the communication we did was through Messenger. I'm sorry. All the communication I did was through the Messenger. I follow my guts. I trusted the guy. And Laika was there, and they are, Laika did the viewing. Laika was, talking to him in person, and it was really good because the landlord was willing to accommodate our request, because initially when Laika went there to view the building, to view the unit, the son who occupied the unit was smoking. So it's like it smells like cigarette in the building. And like I said, no, it smells so bad, you rather clean it and then I'll come back. So but then we requested to remove the couch because the couch was black, and Laika hated black. After her depression, she doesn't want to see any black, and she said the couch was really stinged, like very dirty, because the guy who used it was smoking. And you can see that from the couch, you can see like the line of moisture or whatever you call that in the couch. And even though you clean that, still the smell is there, right? So we requested to remove the furnitures, and we requested to have a brand new bed. And the landlord literally, went shopping and bought the bed. And, it was blessing in disguise, because we are fighting against the condo with the other 4 people. And Nelson really gave it to us. And I think it was because of, he is a dad, and he knows the story. Laika is alone in Cebu, and we are here apart, far from her family, and the others are local. They can find somewhere else. They know they know the areas, and Laika is not. So guys, we signed the contract for the girls, and also, so my daughter moved out from her dorm without the penalty, which is huge. She only paid the October dues. So she did not pay the November and the December. So that was a huge savings for us. The CDU admin approved my request na there is no penalty if she is going to move out. And a lot of dormers are trying to move out, but I'm lucky that they give me the approved notice. And yeah, so another is Kentucky plan is almost done. Our plan was to have a base here in US and before we go back to the Philippines. So the Kentucky plan is almost done. We are going to drop off hopefully we can drop off the RV in Kentucky this time, but I'm not sure with Tommy because we have to install the outside cover for the RV. We have to install that. The Kentucky has already electricity and it is ready for water connection. And the only thing that we have to check is have someone check the septic tank if it is okay or not. And yes guys, so our plans are almost, most are getting checked, the major ones. And another update for you guys, if you recall, when my daughter went to the Philippines, the other one wanted to go to Air Force. Now here's the update on that one. 1 month after that, she saw her sister was striving and survive in the Philippines alone. She kind of like feel jealous and she said, I want to go there too, I want to study too. And she feel a little bit jealous or kind of like felt depressed to herself that the other one is moving up while she is here, stagnant. Yeah, still doing some job, working in the grocery store. Yeah, she's earning money, but she doesn't have the education that her sister is getting. And when she went to get the Air Force exam, the first exam she was told to go for a physical. And she went for physical. That was the goal. But she was sent to take the exam, which she wasn't ready about. So when she took the exam, she was 2 points low from the expected passing grade. So she needs 2 points more in order to pass the test. And she felt so bad that she didn't know about the plan of her recruiter. So it was too late that she failed 2 points. Then she got scheduled for another test again by her recruiter without telling her that, she's given a month. So she studied again and then she failed still 2 points. And she has one last chance. And kind of like maybe the Air Force is not for you, and maybe there's something that is calling for you. And she said, I want to study. I'm ready to go to college. And the reason why we got that condo with the loft option, it's because the other daughter, my eldest, is going to the Philippines to study with her sister. So there will be 2 college students very soon that is going to study in the Philippines. And these are huge step for us in our plans, and these are getting checked in our box. And the only thing that I have right now to fight for is Zoe's relocation. It's because it's not easy. The court needs that relocation approval regardless whether I move away from Illinois or I move state, I move outside the country. The court needs to know where I am moving. And initially the dad says yes, I can move to the Philippines with Zoe. Now that the dad has cancer, he is hesitant to send Zoe to the Philippines. And that's the only draw and probably the hardest part in our plan right now, because there is uncertainty with the dad's decision whether I can go with Zoe or not. So yeah guys, so we signed the contract and we signed a condo contract in the Philippines. Our Kentucky plan is almost done. The girls are gonna be settled and moved in the Philippines very soon. There are some checklists that we have to do in Kentucky, but everything is actually gonna be easy because we are here. And honestly, as each steps are getting done, each box are getting checked, I'm feeling more anxious. The months are getting closer. Everything first feels real. Parang eto na yon. And I am scared kasi it is a huge change for us. It's a big decision that we are working on for a few years, and now it is happening slowly and it's getting closer. But at the same time guys, this move is not really for us. It is for the kids. It is for them to be able to go to school, get an education, you know, and we will be able to live somewhat normal life, that we are not going to go broke here in US, you know. But you know, because let's be real, okay, I've been stressing this a lot since that life here in US is getting too expensive. And as a parent, or you know, whoever, like if you love your children, you do what you do, even though it is a little bit hard, there's a little bit of sacrifice, but we do what we think is the best for our children. I'm gonna do it, guys, even though it is scary. It's scary to start again in the Philippines. Although I am raised and born in the Philippines, while the months are getting closer, I'm getting anxious and I'm getting scared. But I think once I'm there and settled, I think it's gonna be easy. I picture our life in the Philippines, where I can see the children adopting the culture. They are adapting into the Philippine education, getting involved in the Philippine community, surrounded with our extended families that we missed for a while. Zoe will be able to see the Philippine culture, immersed to the Philippine life, be able to speak the language, you know, and then live like that kind of life where you're not pressured all day. Unlike here in US, that you have to keep on pushing and you're pressured with your time, you need to reach a certain career. I want them to experience that Philippine life before, you know, they immerse their adulthood, before they reach into that time where now they have to live by themselves, you know. It's kind of like that. And I picture myself as well living not stressed, living with a little bit of comfort. I won't be thinking about the expensive stuff. I won't be the monthly bills, the insurances that you have to pay here in US. A little bit free. That's what I'm picturing out if we are in the Philippines and get back to what we used to, you know. Because I have to be honest, guys. Yes, here in the US you need a car in order to live. But you know, I want to go back to, like, you don't need to worry about your car insurance monthly payment. I want to go back to that. I just want to go back to where you can hop in and hop out without worrying to park. Don't worry about your insurance, your bills, and everything. You know, like a stress-free living, and be able to go to the beach for free. Go to the mountains, you know, breathe that fresh air. Because yeah, if you're in the city, probably it's impossible. But we are looking forward to go to a little bit in the province. And yeah, that's what I picture out. You know, Zoe is able to experience the Philippine life and get that belongingness, you know, that she belonged to a Filipino community too. She is vocal about the Philippine culture in school. She introduced a lot without her experiencing. She only searched it in Google, but she is introducing it a lot in the school. And I want her to be able to experience that. And yes, I am scared. I am anxious as we get closer. This journey is just the beginning. And if you have made sacrifices for your children before, then you guys know what I'm feeling. Yes. And thank you so much for everybody who supported me, who were there along the way since I started blogging. You guys are I'm so grateful that you are here in my journey. We are one step closer to our our plan to go back in the Philippines. And hopefully you are still there until we arrive in the Philippines. There's still a few months to go. I am very hopeful. I'm scared, but I am hopeful. Yes, guys. Your support means a lot to us. And don't forget to like, comment, and share if you want to follow along our journey from the US to Philippines. See you next update. Bye. You love it, huh? Okay. Small bite. Small bite. Small. Small. Okay. There's no small bite. Stop. Wait. 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 I said small bite. Oh. Mm-hmm. Yummy? Oh, it's so yummy, huh? So yummy. Okay. Last bite. No more. No more. Gusto niya pa ng nuggets. No more. Huh? No more. Good girl. Hey? Was it yummy? It was yummy? No more. Huh? No more. Good girl. High five. Good girl. Alright. Okay.